Ever wonder what truly drives a billionaire like Donald Trump? Is it the wealth, the power, or something deeper that fuels his relentless ambition? Let's dive into the mindset behind some of Trump's most powerful quotes and uncover the principles that he believes separate winners from everyone else. Sometimes by losing a battle, you find a new way to win the war. Losing a battle isn't the end. It's the start of a bigger journey, often revealing opportunities and strengths that you never knew you had. Setbacks may feel like defeat, but they're often the turning point toward a greater victory. A true winner doesn't fear a stumble. They know each loss, each setback, is a stepping stone toward something bigger. When life hands you defeat, don't bow your head. Lift it higher. Take a step back, recalibrate, and come back stronger, with a sharper strategy and a clearer vision. True winners don't just rely on brute strength to achieve victory. They leverage every experience, every loss, every lesson. Every failure is a lesson in disguise, and every setback fuels the next breakthrough. It's not about winning every single battle, but understanding that even the losses can lead to ultimate triumph. Real winners keep their eyes on the horizon, knowing the journey has twists and turns, and that the war is theirs to win. As long as you're going to be thinking anyway, think big. If you're going to dedicate your time and energy to something, make it worth it. Small ambitions lead to small outcomes. Thinking big is about breaking through the limits others have set and daring to envision a future that most people are too afraid to imagine. Thinking big isn't just about dreaming. It's about having the courage to pursue a vision so bold that it scares you. When you think big, you don't just see obstacles. You see possibilities that others miss. Big thinking opens doors to opportunities that small minds will never understand or even recognize. Your thoughts define your reality, setting the boundaries of what you believe you can achieve. So why waste time on anything less than the extraordinary? Challenge yourself to envision goals that push the limits. When you dare to think big, life expands to meet that vision, giving you the space and the opportunities to achieve what most only dream of. Make every thought count, and let your imagination drive you to heights you never thought possible. I like thinking big. If you're going to be thinking anything, you might as well think big. Thinking big isn't just a choice. It's a necessity for anyone who wants to make an impact. Small goals yield small results, and that's not what leaders are after. Thinking big means rejecting mediocrity and setting a vision that demands greatness. It's not just about aiming higher. It's about stepping into a realm where anything is possible. When you commit to thinking big, you set yourself apart from the crowd, far beyond those who only see limits. Big thinking is what fuels innovation, courage, and breakthrough results. It's what drives you to challenge assumptions, redefine what's possible, and create a life that stands out. Thinking small is safe, but it also leads to ordinary outcomes. Thinking big, however, requires boldness, resilience, and an unbreakable belief in yourself. It's a mentality that separates true leaders from followers. So, if you're going to put your mind to work, don't waste it on the mundane. Set your sights on something extraordinary, and let that vision propel you forward. What separates the winners from the losers is how a person reacts to each new twist of fate. Winners and losers both face challenges, setbacks, and surprises. The difference isn't in what happens to them, but in how they choose to react. Life is full of twists and turns. Some you'll see coming, and others will hit you out of nowhere. Winners understand this and prepare not by trying to control every outcome, but by controlling their response. While others waste time complaining or shifting blame, winners adapt, refocus, and use each challenge as an opportunity to grow stronger. Every twist of fate is a test, an invitation to prove what you're made of. Winners don't just survive setbacks. They use them as fuel to push harder and go further. They know that true resilience isn't about avoiding hardship. It's about embracing it and coming out stronger. Each setback, every twist, is another chance to redefine your limits and sharpen your skills. That's the mindset that separates those who thrive from those who simply get by. Winners don't let fate dictate their story. They take control and make it their own. Without passion, you don't have energy. Without energy, you have nothing. Passion is the fuel that drives everything. Without it, you're operating on empty, barely able to keep moving, let alone achieve greatness. Passion is what gives you the energy to push through setbacks, to wake up early and stay up late, to give more than what's expected. It's the fire that keeps you moving forward when everyone else would give up. Without that inner fire, life becomes routine. Goals lose their meaning, and success slips out of reach. But with passion, you become unstoppable. You're energized, driven, and relentless in your pursuit of something greater than yourself. Energy is contagious. It radiates from you and inspires others to reach higher. People feel it. They see the commitment in your eyes, the determination in your actions. Passion isn't just a luxury. It's a necessity if you're serious about making an impact. With passion, there are no limits, only possibilities. Embrace it fully, because with passion and energy, you have everything you need to conquer whatever stands in your way. Sometimes your best investments are the ones you don't make. Knowing when to walk away is as valuable as knowing when to dive in. Not every opportunity is worth your time, your energy, or your money. The best decision makers understand that sometimes the smartest move is to pass, to hold back, and to keep your resources ready for something better. Every investment, whether it's in business, relationships, or personal projects, requires commitment. And spreading yourself too thin is a recipe for mediocrity. Great investors, great leaders, they know when to say no because they see the bigger picture. They know that waiting for the right moment or the right opportunity can yield far greater rewards than chasing every flashy deal that comes along. Discernment is power. By not making every investment, you protect your focus and your energy, positioning yourself to strike hard when the time is right. Remember, saying no to one thing opens the door to say yes to something greater down the line. Your resources are finite. Your time and attention are precious. Use them wisely, and watch as your best non-investments turn into the smartest moves you ever made. In the end, you're measured not by how much you undertake, but by what you finally accomplish. In a world full of grand plans and bold intentions, what sets real achievers apart is their results. It's easy to start things, to make ambitious promises, and dive headfirst into projects. But starting is only a fraction of the journey. The real game is in seeing it through, delivering something concrete, and leaving a mark. Winners understand that there's no glory in endless busyness, in half-finished ventures, or in goals that are only talked about. Success is earned by those who prioritize completion over distraction, quality over quantity. What matters is not the number of things you attempt, but the impact of what you bring to life. Real winners don't spread themselves thin by trying to be everywhere, doing everything. They focus their energy, commit deeply, and ensure that each project is done to the highest standard. The scoreboard doesn't track efforts. It only counts wins. In the end, you're defined by what you actually accomplish, not the ideas you entertained or the projects you started and left incomplete. So set your sights on the finish line and don't let up until you've crossed it. Show me someone without an ego, and I'll show you a loser. Ego gets a bad rap, but let's be clear. Without a strong sense of self-worth, you're going nowhere. Ego isn't about arrogance. It's about having the confidence and self-belief to push for greatness. People without ego don't take risks. They don't stand up for themselves. And they certainly don't go after big goals. Ego is what drives you to aim higher, to refuse to settle for mediocrity, and to demand more from yourself and from life. The most successful people have an unshakable belief in their own potential, and that's what propels them forward. An ego, when kept in check, is what gives you the resilience to take criticism, learn from setbacks, and come back stronger. It's the fuel that keeps you striving for more when others give up. Ego pushes you to make bold moves, to claim your space, and to go after what you deserve. People without ego blend into the background. They're content with average. Winners? They know their worth and they're not afraid to show it. Embrace your ego, hone it, and let it be the driving force that sets you apart. Because in the end, confidence isn't optional, it's essential. I try to learn from the past, but I plan for the future by focusing exclusively on the present. Success doesn't come from living in the past or obsessing over the future. It's built right here, in the present moment. Winners know that while the past offers lessons, and the future holds goals, it's the present that demands action. Dwelling on past mistakes or victories does nothing but cloud your vision. And daydreaming about future success without putting in the work today is just wishful thinking. Real progress happens when you channel all your focus, energy, and determination into what you're doing right now. The present is where you lay every brick of your future, one decision and one action at a time. Learning from the past is smart. It gives you a blueprint of what works and what doesn't. Planning for the future is wise. It gives you direction and purpose. But getting caught up in either one is a trap. Winners stay rooted in the present, making the most of every minute and every opportunity. They know that by maximizing today, they are actively building the future they envision. So, look back to learn. Look forward to inspire. But always stay anchored in the now, because that's where real power lies. I don't make deals for the money. I've got enough, much more than I'll ever need. I do it to do it. When you reach a certain level of success, it stops being about the paycheck. The thrill comes from the game itself, from the challenge, from pushing yourself to create, to build, and to achieve. Money is just a byproduct. It's the scoreboard, not the purpose. For true achievers, the reward lies in the act of doing, in seeing an idea take shape and come to life. Deals aren't made for mere profit. They're made for the impact, for the legacy, for the satisfaction of knowing you built something lasting. When you're driven by purpose rather than profit, you operate on a higher level. You're not just chasing numbers, you're chasing meaning. Every deal, every project becomes an expression of your vision and your drive to make a difference. That's what sets the truly successful apart. They don't need the money. They need the challenge, the pursuit, the fulfillment that comes from giving it their all. And that's the secret. When you do it for the love of the game, the rewards will follow, but they're no longer the goal. You're playing for something bigger than money. You're playing to leave a mark, to prove to yourself that you can.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more inspiring content.